Hello everyone, I am Professor Nayan Asne, Department of Information Technology, Parvati Vaigyan Mose College of Engineering, Wagholi, Pune. So in this session, we'll start with the project monitoring and control topic. This is a small topic which we'll be going through, and next we'll start with the quality control. So the project monitoring and controlling is a process or the activities we can say whereby the project manager will track, review, revise the project activities in order to ensure the project creates the deliverables which is accordance with the project objectives which we have fixed at the initial phase. So the primary result of project monitoring and controlling process are the project performance reports. So we will maintain the reports to verify whether whatever we have fixed the objective at the initial stage and what is the project outcome. So it is accordance with the each others or they are meeting or not. So if not, then the project manager will perform the different operations, different activities under it. So the tools and techniques that are used by the project managers to conduct the monitoring and control activity, or we can say to conduct a monitoring and control of the project, which falls into the four basic category. So the first category is collection of performance information, which is always supported by the plus meetings, the variance report and the program review. So this is the first one. The second one category is the analysis of the performance. So to determine whether a project change is needed or not. So this technique is again categorized by, or we can say supported by, the technical reviews by the different technical persons, project forecasting, the problem solving methods and all. The third one is reporting on the project performance. So it is again supported by the information system management, then management reviews, the dashboard, and the final category is the project change. The fourth one is management of the project change. Whatever change we have done in the project, that need to be managed. So the fourth one category is management of change, which is supported by the change management log. So these are the four basic activities, or we can say the categories through which the project manager will look out with the project and monitor and control your project. So you have the case study of Microsoft Project 2010 in your syllabus. So that is again case study. So I request you all to go through with the Microsoft Project 2010 and daily activity report and tracking, that is a DART. So I request everyone to go with the case study. We'll start the next topic with it. The next topic is project quality management and also the importance for the project quality management. So quality control is the process within an organization, or we can say in a company, designed to ensure or to set a level of quality for the product or the services which is offered by the organization, or we can say the company. So it is the process within an organization to design or to set a level of quality of the product and services which is offered by organization, or we can say which is offered by themselves. So the quality management includes the necessary actions to verify and control the quality of output. We can say the output may be the product, we can say the output may be the services. So most of the company provides services, most of the company also provides the product. As you can say the Airtel. So Airtel is one of the product based company. But if we go for Infosys, if we go for TCS, these are the service based companies. That means they provide the services to the product based companies. Okay. So everyone needs to manage the quality. Everyone needs to manage the quality of their projects. So most company provide a services or the product. The control is important to determine that whether the output is being provided is the top quality or not. So the quality is very important for what? For to maintain the liability of your purpose, the name, or we can say the branding, recognition, then maintaining the position against the competition, or we can say competitors, or we can say to keep top on the market, to be top on the market. So you need to maintain a quality. Whether you are going for purchase anything, whether you are going for the market, you look for the top quality product. You are not looking for any or we suppose we goes to some shopping or something else, so you look for a good quality. Whether you are giving low money or whether you are giving a high money to the person, but you always look for the good quality. So everyone choice for the good quality. So that is why important to maintain a position, to maintain the inventory, to keep recognition in, or to stand in front of your competitors, you need to maintain your quality. So the quality control can be implemented with different ways in a different organization. So every organization have the different way to implement the quality control itself. Some organization is having the quality assurance department built in that, and they also practice the testing of the product. So before they are delivered to the any workers, or before they are delivering to outside, they first make a quality assurance with the quality assurance department and they test the product. So when the quality assurance is used, a set of requirements are determined and the quality assurance team will verify the product not only meet the requirement but also will perform the fault testing. So that's why they will exactly get the best quality product. If there is any defect, by using the false quality testing, they will detect that defect also. So the company, like the customer services department, often have the quality control through the recording of the phones, we can say conversions, sending out the customer surveys, then requiring the employees to follow the specific set of guidelines when they are speaking with the customers over the phone. As if you are calling to any product based company, suppose LG, suppose Airtel, so we have a message like your phone or your call has been recorded for the quality control or for the quality purpose. So likewise, they are collecting the requirements, they are collecting the convergence of the customers to maintain their quality. Because when we speak about what we have problem with our product, or what we have facing the problems with the LG machine, or any, we can say the washing machine or refrigerator or your purifier. If we are having any problem, we are calling the customer care, and when we are calling the customer care, they are recording our conversation to know what the actual customers are facing the problems, so they can improve their quality, they can improve their services. So likewise, some companies which are product based, which are service based, are recording the conversations of the customers to improve their quality control. Okay. So the quality control is not only consistence of the product or the services, but also how well an organization works together within an organization and within the marketplace. So we need to also hold on the market space. So this is why we have the importance of the project quality management. So we'll move to the next, that is planning the quality management. Again, the quality planning is the process of developing a quality plan for the project. So the quality plan defines the quality requirements of the software. It describes how these are to be assessed. The quality plan selects those organization standards that are appropriate to a particular product and the development process. So the organization quality plan is typically prepared by the quality manager, which will cover the certain issues. So the issues are listed here. The first one is the quality objective and the goal. Second is the quality management system scope. Third is organization and responsibilities. Fourth is resource requirement. Fifth is cost benefit analysis. Sixth is activities and deliverables. Seventh is scheduled, and eighth is risk analysis. So planning a quality management is nothing but your quality plan prepared by your manager. Okay, prepared by your quality manager. So we have these things under the planning the quality management. First, we'll see the quality objective and goal. So they are the overall objective of the quality management program, together with some measurable goals and some to be achieved. So we need to mention the different objective of the quality management program here. Second is the quality management system scope. So who and what will be impacted by the quality management system? For example, your process scope, your product scope, organization scope is listed under the quality management and system scope issue. Third one is organization and responsibility. So the organization structure, the reporting relationships, we can say the roles and responsibility for the quality and the issues related that are put under the organization and responsibility. Next is the resource requirements. That means the identification of the people, the resource required to develop, use, maintain, improve the quality management systems are listed under the resource requirement. The next is the quality benefit analysis. That means a quality program cost benefit analysis addressing the issues such as the cost of poor quality, the cost to improve the quality, the cost benefit to be achieved. So that things regarding your financial is put under the cost benefit analysis. Next is activities and deliverables. That means quality management system elements will be produced, or we can say improve the quality of management system development with different activities. So that activities are listed under the activities and deliverables. Schedule. Next is schedule. So schedule is nothing but the time frame in which we will work to achieve together the major milestones for the quality, for the management system element which need to be delivered. We need to review, we need to deployment of the quality product. So that is your schedule. The timelines for developing a quality product, developing or we can say review the product will be put under the schedule. And the last one is the risk analysis, and analysis of what would go wrong. The analysis of what will be going wrong together with the strategies which we have applied for the quality management, and that is put under the risk analysis. And we need to reduce the risk. We need to always think about reducing the risk. So this is the 7 to 8 points issues which will be covered by the quality quality manager in the quality plan to plan the quality management for your software product. So in this session we have seen introduction to your quality management. Before that we have seen monitoring, project monitoring and control. Then we have seen quality management, importance of project quality management, and then we have seen the planning quality management. So I hope this session is understood. If not, you can comment me or ask me in a Zoom session, or you can comment me in a comment box. So thank you.